Hi guys, Grace Rosa here. I just wanted to give a quick update to friends, family, clients, um, Facebook friends about my upcoming surgery. I know that I've been pretty public about what I'm doing. I am going to be undergoing a double mastectomy early April, and I have had a few people contact me a little bit worried and questioning my decision. And I just, it's one of those things that I want to just make sure everyone's clear. I do not have cancer. I have a 46% risk factor, which was determined after genetic counseling. And I worked with doctors to evaluate my risk for cancer, and I'm just being very proactive about my health. So instead of every 6 months going in for mammograms and MRIs, I've decided to, because I'm only 33 years old, to undergo the mastectomy so that my risk factor is to what the normal it'll bring my risk factor actually down to what the normal population's risk factor is by doing this. So the little bit that I know about the process, I will be having surgery on April 9th. For anyone who's worried about my business or any of my clients, I have been working very hard to hire and train to accommodate my absence for a couple weeks while I heal, and you will be in extremely good hands. So after 2 weeks or so, I'm assuming I'll at the very minimum be able to take calls and guide my team. I moved my office right down the street from my house, so I'll be able to pop in and check on things once I'm a little bit up and running. And then I will have available time for meetings, for specific types of meetings here and there, because we all know, anyone who knows me knows I will just lose my mind being at home in bed for more than a week. So I will have some dedicated time, a few hour blocks at a time, to just touch base with people, guide my team, and still be involved. And then I will have what's called, because they cut back so much of the tissue and everything, I will have what's called expanders placed in. And once a week, I'll have appointments for at least 3 months with the plastic surgeon, and they'll expand my tissue to allow for reconstructive surgery, which will happen sometime after 3 months after the first surgery. So I'll have appointments every week. I've heard it's not comfortable. I've heard it's a little bit painful for a while. So I have blocked my travel schedule, which has been the hardest thing for me, is to say no to things, as I have such bad fear of missing out on things. But I've blocked my travel schedule and decided that this year I'm going to focus on healing and writing and growing in a different direction. So I'm just going to embrace the journey, because why not? It's life. That's the best thing you can do in life, is to just embrace whatever opportunity you have. I remember when my daughter, my firstborn, had colic, and she cried every night from 5 p.m. till 9 for many months. And my husband and I would just kind of march around the house, bouncing her, cuddling her and singing to her. And as hard as that was, I remember looking at her when she was a baby and thinking,
It's 7 o'clock.
not thinking it's 7 o'clock, but thinking that one day, thank you, Carol, thinking one day I'm going to miss these moments of her when she's a baby. So I'm not going to sit here and wish it away. And I'm not going to wish away the time that I have at home in recovery either. I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to embrace the time that I have to myself to heal and focus on my own thoughts and dream and envision what I want for the next stage of my life. So for me, this is a pretty pivotal, I always say that word wrong, pivotal moment in my life. And I feel grateful for it. I feel truly grateful that technology has allowed me to identify my risk factor and to do something to prevent it. I'm not the kind of person who can sit back and watch my life happen to me. I met my husband on a dating site, and like a year later we were engaged, and 6 months later we were married, and a month later we were pregnant. I'm the kind of person who likes to just make my life happen the way that I want it. And so, you know, cancer is not really in anybody's plans, and I'm going to do everything in that I possibly can to mitigate the risks. So after this surgery, I will likely also go through some form of hysterectomy because ovarian cancer is also in my genetics. So it probably won't be back to back. I'll probably take a year off of surgery and healing and do as much speaking and traveling as I can in 2019. And oh man, I'm going to be so good by then because I'm going to have so much time in 2018 to think about the message that I want to give to people and to make sure that it is powerful and enjoyable and fun. So for anyone watching, or for anyone who watches this later and just likes to tune in at the end, I do not have cancer. Please don't worry about me. I'm doing this to be proactive. I'm doing this to just because I feel like it's the right thing for me. So you don't need to worry about me. I'm perfectly fine, I promise you. And my emotions, yeah, I'm a little bit afraid about recovery. I'm a little nervous about not being able to hold my kids for a few weeks, but my mom will be here, my husband's here, and it is a blessing. It's a blessing that I have the opportunity to go through this so that I don't have to go through something worse, hopefully. So, you know, perception is everything. How you look at things is everything. And yeah, I better have New Jersey in my plans for 2019. 2019, I'm going to tour the country in 2019, like little mini me's in tote. Like we're going to visit everywhere. I can't wait. So thank you guys so much for being supportive and for being my friends and for just being there for me. So many people have reached out with so much love and so much kindness, and it's awesome. It's amazing. The social media thing for me is so much more than I ever thought it would be. So it's great. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic evening and that your day, your week, your month, your year is very meaningful, and that you too realize that life is not just what happens to you, but what you make of it. So thank you guys so much. Have a great night, and I'll see you later.